There is something like a misconception of how really at the moment the remote ID is working in the United States. This is very important to understand that the current implementation of the remote ID is not really transmitting your location to any particular place. This is rather the open system that allows the people nearby to know who is flying. This is not a system that allows at the moment, with the devices open for the hobby pilots, to report their location and flight real time to any data center. How it's working, the remote ID beacon, it's only transmitting on the relatively low range. This is open technology. This is called the Wi-Fi beacon, I think, which in the best scenarios has range only like hundreds of meters or hundreds of yards, and if there is no receiver in the range, the signal is not caught by anything, because there is nothing that can track the signal and intercept it and send anywhere. So unless the FAA will have like a very dense grid of the remote ID receivers throughout the whole continental, and not only, because also like other places are important. I imagine like this is happening everywhere, I don't know, the receiver every half a mile each direction, they are absolutely not able to track anyone. What the remote ID allows is for me as, I don't know, the law enforcement agency, or just, I don't know, the citizen that is bothered by someone, to get my smartphone, find the proper app, open the app, and my smartphone will then read the remote ID broadcasted by all the drones around me to see who is flying. This is all that the remote ID at the very moment allows in the United States. Nothing else. So no, they are not tracking you. Yes, some people might track you as long as they are in the range of your beacons, but those are short-range beacons, which is even more interesting, because if this thing is supposed to increase safety, then not an airplane can even tap to this data and find out that there is like a drone a few miles on the flight path. That's just not what the technology allows. So no remote ID at the current implementation for the do-it-yourself drones with those beacons attached on your builds is not allowing to track anyone in the central place. But yes, you can see on your smartphone who's flying close to you.